Thank you all so much for stopping by today. I hope the lighting is okay because this is probably all we're gonna get. I just wanted to come in and let you know what I'm doing. If you can tell, we're at the new place. I have about 3 to 5 boxes still to unpack, but I told y'all in another video, I like to take breaks and I'm tired of unpacking boxes. I'm pretty much almost done. I don't even know why I won't just go ahead and do that one. I don't know. But what I wanted to do seriously was stop and go pick up a few things for the patio. And I'm telling y'all right now, I don't know if I'm gonna go live or I don't know if I'm gonna make a video, but if you're not subscribed, go ahead, subscribe, hit the bell, because I got a lot of things to fill you all in on. It has been some ups, some downs. It was one day that I specifically said, if I get one more thing, one more call, one more something to happen, somebody gonna get the wrath. And it's been a whirlwind. But for the most part, I'm looking back because Siri keeps coming on for no reason, and I didn't call her. And then I see the lighting keep suggesting. So I have the blinds open, and yeah, not much light. So I specifically told Chris I'm going to have to physically walk outside and go take walks because there's a lot of trees in here, and y'all know I got to get my vitamin D from the sun, and it's not a lot of sun. So we are adjusting. I keep telling myself it's temporary. I keep having a positive mindset about the whole thing. It's going to be really exciting. I know it is, but we just have to get over this little hurdle first. And it has. It's been uncomfortable because this is something that's new. We've been so in a routine, so complacent, and just so familiar with everything. And now we're in a new place, new things, new everything. And so it's just uncomfortable for now, but it's going to get better. I know it is. And I can't wait to create. I've been looking at a lot of places where I know people think I have lost my mind because I specifically put my compass out. I look at the land surrounding and just really trying to make sure that perfect place pops out to me. I know that when I see it, that will be it. But enough of that. I want to go and pick up a few things from the garden center because I'm kind of at a standstill. I just put some pots like on the patio, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, block of sun is not much. So I'm basically just gonna be growing like herbs and a bunch of shade plants for the most part on the patio.
A patio is an outdoor space generally used for dining.
See what I'm saying?
That adjoins a
Nobody.
And is typically paid.
Hold on, y'all.
Shall I continue?
No. Nobody even talk. See how listening is going on. But anywho, couple things I want to pick up. I didn't take any like brooms or mops with me or anything. So I want to pick up one of the hard brooms that I used to use on my cement patio, not the push broom because this patio is not big for that. But I want to pick up one of the hard brooms because I guess when they clean the apartment, they didn't clean the patio and it's a bunch of pet hair. So I want to pick up that, a dustpan. Also, I have to get some of those little plant, what would you call them? Like a plant protector, what you put up under the pots so that the water doesn't run because the patio has slats in it. And so I don't want, like, when I go out to water, it's going on the other person's patio. Although I cannot figure out how these things go because we're on the first floor, but it's somebody under us as far as the patio. I don't get it, and I'm tired of trying to figure that out. I have other things to figure out besides how it is, but I will tell you, it's not a lot of sun. It is a lot of trees, but I will have to physically be taking walks outside to get sun because there are not a lot of windows in here, and we're on the north side, so we're not getting a bunch of sun coming in here. So that's really not good. And that's one of the things that I'm looking for too. Is I know a bunch, even Chris probably thinks I am lost it, because the properties that we're looking at, I'm looking at what direction the backyard is or the side, and the windows. I love light. I love lights. I love candles. I love like lights outside at night, but especially like light like this here. And then even if I turn the living room light on, it's so dim in here. So I may even have to add some lamps, but I'm going to stop rambling because I really don't want to get out, but I know I need to so that I can just finish up the boxes. I just want to finish up the boxes and maybe tomorrow get the patio cleaned off. So that's why I say again, make sure you're subscribed, y'all. I got a story for y'all. And then I'm just going to show you how we're going to set up the patio. I seriously thought Chris, when he showed me this place, like it had one of those outdoor closets on the patio, but it does not. But it does have a garage, so a single garage. So I'm able to put a few things in there as far as garden related things. But I think what I'm gonna have to do for the inside, where I had like, I don't have a lot of house plants, but I have like, for example, African violet. I have like 3 African violets, and I'll show you all. One of these type plants, which I like the foliage on. I have this, and I've actually need to repot all of these. I just like this one because it was like self-watering. So you put the water in the bottom and then you look at this indicator. And these were pretty much like not a lot of work, but they sat by a window in the kitchen that received like what you would consider, you know, a lot of house plants say like high light or low light. So I would consider a lot of light coming in. They weren't outside, but they were inside, but they received a lot of light. So I'm gonna have to get a plant stand, but I've been looking. Now, I'm not trying to buy extra stuff because this is temporary, but I may have to get a plant stand with like grow lights on there just to, in the meantime, make sure that the house plants have enough light. So we'll see. I'm not, y'all, the whole thing with my tripod. I'm telling y'all gotta make sure you subscribe because I know I look tired and I am. I've been doing a lot of ripping and running back and forth. And I'll tell you all about it later, but I really don't want to go anywhere, but I'm at a stopping point and I need to. So let me tell you one of the places that I love up here in the Atlanta area. And I know it's so many other garden centers. I just have not researched it. I know that when my daughter stayed up here and my dad stays in the area as well, I always visit Pike Nurseries. I love them.
One option I found is Pike Nurseries.
See what I'm saying?
74S in Peachtree City.
Nobody is talking to her.
East, and it gets 4 stars on Yelp.
Well, that's where we're going. Yeah.
Okay, I can call that location or get directions to it. What would you like me to do?
Stop. Y'all, I get irritated. Nobody, I'm like, y'all didn't see me press a button. Yeah, we're being listened to and watched as well, but I do like Pike Nurseries, and that's where I'm going to go. I'm gonna look at their herbs too, because like I said, with herbs, you grow them for leaves. So, you know, they can take some, but they can also take a little bit of shade too. I just want to see what they have. And I just need to get out because I have done so well. Like, I have not been to the garden center probably in about a month now. And so I think that may be y'all, now that I think about it, that might be the missing piece to what I need to do, because I've just been going. And I don't go to the garden centers because I'm like, you're getting ready to move. It's no need. You can't get anything. And, you know, Chris keeps reminding me that this place isn't big, and it's not, because those 3 to 5 boxes, that's why I'm slowing down, because I'm like, I think I've used up about 80% of the closet space and shelf space and kitchen space that I can. So, let's go and let's see what Pike Nurseries have. I'm gonna get the broom. I got my list, y'all. I am gonna look for a plant stand, but if they don't have it, I will have to order one online. So let me put my shoes on and we're gonna go. I'll show you what I find. But yeah, Pike Nurseries is one of my favorite places up here. But I've also been researching as well other nurseries. I see a lot of, I did find a greenhouse, the place that grows the plants that's open to the public. So after we figure out where we're gonna be, I will visit them as well. But I really have like an agenda, can't get a whole lot. So we're just gonna do what we can. And remember, y'all, I told you, I've stayed in different places, different apartment styles, patios, all kinds. So you just have to adjust. I haven't really sat down to do like, okay, the growing zone, the first day of frost, last day of frost. I always do that. Then I wanna take a whole day, see where the sun is hitting, which I can pretty much tell on the patio. There's some space out in the front, but it's like by the curve, and I don't really want to put anything out in the front because it's not our front, it's somebody's back patio. This is weird. It's like, it actually reminds me of like some of the dorms that are like on the inside, because we have to walk down a walkway to get to our apartment. So their patio is like our garage. It's totally weird. I wish someone would have consulted me about how many windows to put in here, about the lighting, and about maybe cutting down, not like cut down a whole bunch of trees, but a little bit more light in this area would be great. So that's it, y'all. I'm finna go and I will show you what we see when I get there. I'm actually gonna go without Chris because I know that he probably wouldn't approve of this trip, because he has looked out on the patio and shaken his head twice and like, you know, this patio is not big. And I didn't even bring my little patio seating either. So let's see what we find. Okay, so it's a super beautiful day to buy plants, but remember, y'all, I see a lot of people walking out with a lot of beautiful things, but I can't do this. I'm just going to kind of take you around, but I'm also going to see what herbs that they have and if they have some potting soil in here. But let's see. I'm just going to keep my composure today, because here's the thing. It's so many options here. But the problem is the traffic, and people aren't nice either as far as letting you in. So you can't wait till the last minute. You need to just do what you need to do and get in the right lane before time. And yeah, so we're gonna go in here and see what we have. And I'm just gonna try to do the best that I can with doing what I'm supposed to do. But I know I will, because I don't have anywhere to put it. But it'll be good to look. Again, I think this is what I have been missing. So let's go in and let's take a look. I'm going to show you all really quick about this Gara. It's already pretty. I love Gara. This is a white one, but we grew a pink one. And let me just turn the camera around really quick. So here is some Gara right here, and we're gonna go inside, but I just wanted to take you along here. These Japanese maples are so beautiful. When I do get to the new place, I will be getting a Japanese maple, maybe not one that gets really big. And I noticed that they're very big around here as far as popularity. Very pretty. But let's go ahead, let's go inside. They have container planters up here as well, but we're gonna see what we can find. Okay, so I have to remind myself that I am looking for a plant stand and just to look at some herbs. But they have pretty much everything that you need here, like no lie. Every time I used to come up here, I would just come in. I would probably spend too much money, but it was what I liked and what I wanted at the time. And so I know that once we get into the new location, I'll definitely be coming back and getting some things. Okay, so I am going to link the Seed Starting Masterclass. I did find that the herbs were a bit on the expensive side, especially if you're able to start them yourself. Now, I do know that they had a lot of herbs that I have not researched the seeds for. But yeah, some of them I'm thinking you could start them for a lower price. But look now, y'all, nobody asked me to come in there and pick up their herbs, and they did have some varieties that I haven't seen before. But make sure that you check the Seed Starting Masterclass out as well. But they did have some amazing herbs available for you to choose. So if you've been with us for a while, you know that I have had bee balm in my garden, and it's so beautiful, and it does exactly what the name says. We've grown it for decorative purposes, but I will be growing it again because you could use it in tea. And so I just literally, y'all, just went up and down each and every aisle, touching, feeling, filming, looking at different color variations, getting ideas as to what I want to create in our new garden. But they just had so many varieties. And again, I will be coming back for some of the plants that I don't normally see at your big box garden centers, and ones that I don't have seeds for. me show y'all what I got. I was so exhausted yesterday. This is the very next day. And I'm going to tell you how I know I was exhausted, because I thought I got everything out. And I left my beets, which are okay for my juice. But look, I have to throw this out. I left the cheese in here. So I only went, I would say, all within a 10-mile radius. And I was really, really exhausted. But I want to show y'all what I did get. Like, when I came home, I was just like, I came in and I just sat down. I sat down because the traffic is different here. And again, all within a 10-mile radius. The traffic is different here. The driving is different here. The customer service is different here. The entitlement and rudeness is different here. So I have to just kind of, you know, say I'm in a new place. But really quick, let me show you what we did pick up. And this is, okay, so I got a 2 metal plant stand right here. And I'm hoping I could be able to put this on the patio. I made sure I looked at the measurements, and one of the things that I was really concerned about is the weight of the stand, because once you start putting soil in containers, those containers can get heavy. So I already got the vertical stand that we brought from our old home, and so we're getting this. Now let me show you what herbs that we got, and then a plant that I absolutely love that is a shade loving plant. So this is a new potting mix that I picked up. If y'all have used this before, let me know. One of my favorites was, or still is, but I didn't see it, is Pro Mix. But I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do a whole bunch of looking for it, because it was a couple of places that I went. I looked at the parking lot, I looked at the lines, and I was like, I just kept going. I'm like, it's no way I'm about to get out and get into this. And it was a super nice day yesterday. So it was cold last weekend and it was raining. So I'm thinking that this was a nice day. It was like 81 degrees. And so coming out of, you know, kind of like the winter months, people are ready to get out and start planting and start, you know, doing whatever they do. But I did pick up this is potting mix. It's by Sungrow Black Gold. So it has like earthworm castings. You can use it for indoor and outdoor and baskets. And I do have to fill up one of the plants, my indoor plants, so I'll use some of that for this. Now let me show you the herbs that we got. Okay, y'all, so I picked up, because I brought liquid fertilizer with me, and I didn't think the movers would pack the slow release fertilizers or the dry fertilizers, but I'm so happy that they did, because I had a lot of fertilizers that I was either gonna have to take down to you know, my mom or my dad, or but I'm glad they pack it. So anyway, so I didn't have any, so I picked up this all-purpose organic fertilizer. This is by Dr. Earth. This is just like an all-purpose one, because remember, when you grow herbs, you're really growing them for leaves. So it's just like a balanced fertilizer, and we're just gonna put a little bit of that. Normally when I plant herbs, I will go ahead and put a little bit of slow release fertilizer in there to, you know, just kind of get them started. But after that, I don't really do a whole lot with herbs, because too much fertilizer, I have found, will kind of change the taste of the herbs. And so they're grown for the leaves, so I really don't do a whole lot to herbs. So this is what I picked up. I picked up, and I got to get this inside and water it. This is some catmint right here. This is good for kind of relaxing you if you want to go to sleep. I will use catmint. I have some dried catmint that I'll use at night and kind of make a herbal blend. And y'all remember from my last video, I'll always consult with your medical physician on different things, especially if you're on medication, because some can have certain effects, and we don't want that. This is what really I was excited to see. This is a curry plant. You can use these like in salads. But if you like curry, it smells so good, y'all. It smells good. And I'm trying to see, like, it gets about 2 to 3 feet wide and about 2 feet height, but we are putting these in a pot. But they said you can like sprinkle these in a salad, use it in your cooked foods, but it smells just like curry. Just like curry. It really smells good. So we got the curry plant. We also got, this is a new type of thyme. I got it because of the different variegations. At first I thought, are these plants about to check out? You know, are these dying leaves? But they're not. So they have kind of like a variegation right here. But look at some of the leaf colors on these. And this is called Foxley. Can y'all see it? This is Foxley thyme. So I'm gonna make a planter, a herb planter, and y'all know I always like the elements: filler, spiller, thriller. So we'll see which 3 that I pick, but I know the thyme is gonna be considered a spiller for me, so we will use that. Then I got some more rosemary because I love adding rosemary to tea. I didn't take the rosemary that we had with us. I did not, because at that point I was just over a lot of things. But rosemary is easy to grow, it's easy to propagate. This is the ARP variety. They had some creeping rosemary, which I thought about using as a spiller as well. But rosemary grows really quick, and once it gets established, it's pretty much good on its own. And this is the plant that I love, y'all. This is a fuchsia plant. Now the one I got, and I'll show you once we clean off the patio, it's more of a deeper hot pink and a purple. This one more is like a softer pink and a purple, but look at the blooms. This one is good for if you have like some shade. So it's a great plant that normally at the last place I just had it like morning sun, but you see how it's like part shade. So this is going to do good, and it's a great flower like if you want to see blooms and want to see some color. So this is a great one. So this is what we got. And again, make sure you're subscribed because we already have some containers already on the patio that I got to kind of move around, and some that I just brought up here, and I know they're probably going to struggle because of the sun, but again, this is temporary. So this is what we got. And one last thing, y'all, I'm like, ooh, these prices are a little bit higher up here. I didn't realize that the prices are a bit higher, but they didn't call me there. And also there are a lot of plants that I did see that you don't see at the big box stores. Like I have never seen like a curry plant at the big box store. I have seen catmint and thyme and rosemary. I just started seeing fuchsia in this area, but this was a plant that I normally didn't see. But they do have a beautiful variety there, and I definitely will be going back, but I just have to adjust myself to the prices. So again, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you tap the bell. The next thing we're gonna do, I think it's about to rain today, but the patio is covered. What I can say is, even when it's hot, it's like a pleasant hot. I can tell the difference, and it's only like a 5 to 7 degree difference, but I definitely can tell. So as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a video. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, bye-bye.